What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today playing some more Idle Heroes. Today we are back on the Revival series. We've got some stuff that we need to do, primarily the card clash of the illusions. We've got many things to do there. All of it mostly in preparation for who we're gonna build next. So, I've asked the peeps. I've learned, I've listened, I've heard, and I have come to a decision. A decision in my own mind. We had up for grabs the next build gonna be either Betty, Transcended, all the way up for crowd control to really lock waves down and make progress pretty nice. Not bad. Elena, obviously Transcended and everything, because she's going to be a tenant for Aspen. That would give him quite a few more stats, and of course she does add things to your team as well. Little subtle chances to dodge and stuff like that, which is nice. Boosting your main hero's damage, of course, as well, is never a bad thing. And then we had Wukong. Going to Great Sage Wukong here, because he kind of does a little bit of everything. He has the crowd control on round 1 if he has an energy artifact. He's got pretty good damage. He removes damage reduction armor from enemies. A lot of things that go kind of, I guess, all over the board. Damage, crowd control, and potentially boosting your own damage. So, what have I decided? I've decided on Wukong. He's going to be crazy. I feel like he's going to be a lot of fun, and that's mainly why I want to go with him. I know Betty would be really nice for locking down waves, but I feel like outside of just that game mode, like Void Campaign, where she can just crowd control everyone, I'm probably not going to get too much utility out of her in like boss fights or stuff. I just don't feel like she really comes with much to the table for those. Elena, of course, still would do some things in those areas, but I feel like Wukong just gives us more. He just gives us a little bit more bang for our buck. And I like that. The fact that he can reduce, and the Fragile by itself does seem pretty nice. Fragile sounds like a pretty solid skill effect, which is weird, you have to read it way down here. But once this is fully upgraded, they take extra damage up to 30%, I believe, if you look over here. Right? Yeah. 30% of their max HP if you trigger their Fragile. That's a lot of damage. That's not bad at all. But you also have a lot of other things going along with them, like his passive over here, not here, here. At the start of the battle, is this the right one? Yes. Where he can instantly just stun people on round 1. 80% chance to stun is not bad. When you fully sublime that, he also increases the stun chance, or the stun to 2 rounds. So essentially at the very beginning of a fight, immediately upon the battle beginning, no matter what enemy speeds are, none of that crap, he will go first with a chance to stun, and I like that. I think that gives me a good little bit of a leg up on maybe some tougher waves that I probably shouldn't beat, that maybe he will allow me to beat. And that sounds great. That sounds really great. Will it be that way? I don't know. We'll see. But he's probably who we're going for next. Of course, to do that, we need a lot of resources. We're not quite there. We're about 4.5 million of the crystals off of being transcending him, and we're about 3.1 million stellar short of being able to actually tree 5 our Wukong and do all the upgrades. Also, our sublimations, as you can see, are kind of in disarray. And by disarray, I mean we just don't have much. We need way more. I think I have one single lemon chest here. Outside of that, we got none. We got a whole lot of none of them. And that's not great. So today we're going to rectify some of those issues. And the way we're going to do it is over here in the card clash of the illusions. Boop. Our goal, our basic goal, our weenie level goal, right? This is just in and out. Wuss level goal is stage 9. That's my minimum threshold. I've got to get to at least that to gain some loot. My big daddy goal is 11. I don't know how many cards it's going to take. I factor around 25 cards per stage. That might be a little bit more than it is, but I feel like these ones go quicker, and then these ones start taking a few more cards. So 25 seems like a decent average. I could be wrong on that. But that means we need probably about 275 cards. We're going to have 170 for free, so we'll probably spend like 7,500 contract starry gems to reach this. And that's why I want to hit stage 9 and see kind of where we sit when we complete stage 9. If it looks like we can do it relatively cheaply, we're going to go for it. If it doesn't, then we shan't. Just the way it's going to be. Now, of course, going up higher would be great. I don't know about all that noise. We do have the contract starry gems to go kind of hard, but I also want to save some of those for, like, I don't know, the anniversary event or whatnot. So, with that said, I guess first things first, let's just go ahead and draw all of the cards that a feller can, because we're going to use all of these. I might have to click this in. Matt, do it by my hand. Am I going to do it by hand? 600 of these. We got plenty. We have 19,000 of these bad boys now. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to have. 169 cards. Let's get ripping. So we need shadows, we need darks, and we need transcendence. That could be an idea here. That's not a bad team over there. This is also not a bad team. Unfortunately, we did not get Fortress, Forest, and Light. Well, that's going to be totally dookie balls. We don't need either of them. This is going to be Dark, Light, and Transcendence, so that would be good if we get like a Dark and 2 Transcendence, or just all Dark or all Transcendence teams. These are not great openers. That's fine. We'll just drop these 3 in, and we'll pull 3 more. And we got a Fortress. Well, son of a mother's lover. You're good for this, I think. We'll just go ahead and pop this on here, because this is not going to be useful in any other thing that we do. These being Fortress, Forest, and Light don't actually scale up with the biggest teams that we can build. So we'll just throw that on there, and I guess it doesn't really matter which one we get rid of, because they're more or less the same, right? Dark, Light, and Transcendence. This says Dark, this says Transcendence. Doesn't really matter which one we send out. We'll send you away. And then we'll go ahead and draw 3 more. Boop, bop, and boop. I tell you what, this has not been a good one so far in terms of getting cards that we actually need. Not at all. Not at all. I guess we just yeet you back out there. We just send it out. We need another, like, 50,000 points. We gotta get something to, like, convert something to, this is not it. This is not that. Is it sad that this is, like, my best team and it has none of the actual buffed factions in it? I think it is sad. It's very sad. Well, I guess we can pop it over here, get you a little bit. How far are we off right now? Like 20,000. There's no way that's going to work. Yeah, we'll just send you out. No, hold up. It's actually still better to have this in there than go 3 Forest. Yeah. Send it. How close are we? We're 1 card off. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. Now everybody's dead. Send them all out there. That was rough. That was rough. And sometimes that's the way that it goes, because it's RNG based. You might get a really baller team on your first draw, and you're like, okay, I can just build this sucker up all the way to the heavens. And then sometimes you will get absolute dookie scrotum the whole time. This is fantastic. This is things that I love to see. That's going to be a pretty solid team. We'll go ahead and start building this one. That's good. That's what you want to see. That will hold up. Still not bad, but we'll just keep buffing you. It doesn't really matter which one we go for. We'll just keep that one, and we'll yeet you into the abyss and begin drawing for round 2. Draw. We're getting quite a few of the buffed cards this time. It doesn't really matter, though. We've already got this one kind of set up, so this is just a secondary team. This is also kind of a buffed up team, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll send you out because you're slightly weaker. No big. No hate. Just the way that it is. We are getting absolute Shadow, Abyss, and Dark. Boy, that's a lucky one to pull, isn't it? I guess we'll throw that right there, because that's all we can really do with it, and we will send it away. Not really hitting any of the things we needed to hit there, but that's fine. I would love to get some more buffs and not like cards that we don't really need. That would be cool. An Abyss, well, wouldn't you know it? That's also something we really don't need that bad at all. Great stuff. Unluckers, but that's fine. We'll keep rolling. 90,000, we're at what, like 80,000? That's slightly irksome. I think we're gonna have to pull like 2 cards, because one isn't gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna be way over on this too, which is, again, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but whatever. We'll send you out. We already know we're gonna be like 2,000 short on this. A little bit annoying, but it's fine. Send it out, get it done. Send it out, get them done, move on. We need to get a good team and then get buffs for that team. That's the plan. That is the dream. That is the goal. Starting out hot, cooling off quick. Same thing here. We got. Okay, we're also going the wrong way on this one. We're going the wrong way on all 3. This is totally useless. Dark, Light, and Transcendence. At least Dark and Transcendence are options here. I guess we just hold on to all of these teams are equally anus. That's not what you want. Ideally here, this is for Dark and Transcendence and not Dark, Light, and Transcendence. It's not for Abyss, which kind of sucks because they are buffed. We'll send this one out. It has the least amount of value to me because of where the heroes are placed. Draw 3 more. See if we can get something a little bit better. I mean, that's technically our best one so far, but it's still not quite where we need it to be. We can buff it because it is the strongest. It'll buff our Dark dude. This will give it some extra power, but not much. Light. I guess we could throw a Light on, like, this one just to get a little bit more stats on it, and then just pop that one and send it. The fortress, again, this is not going to be something that we actually need. I guess we can attack with you. Pull 3 more. Bam. Bam. Tix is the most popular hero in the video game right now. Now, hold up. Yeah, this is where you want one in the middle. We've got Abyss in the middle twice. We're not close anyways. So I think we just send this. If we can get a Transcendence in the middle or a Dark Hero in the middle, we're good. Of course we can't, so that's going to be kind of a butt sucker. What do you got on you right now? Just team damage and the boosting of the power. You've just got a turning someone into a light hero, which is not really helpful to me at all. Send this one away, I guess. 30, 60, we're at 100,000, we have 42,000 more power. We'll yeet this one out there. It only had a little bit of stuff on it. We need around 30,000 more power. I don't think we're going to get it. Well, of course we're going to get this now. We're not there, but we kind of are there. We could have probably popped this and saved myself like a card. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably a lot more than that. That's fine. Oops, that's just a whoopsie doodle on my part. You know, we overdid it by like 2 cards. Well, 1 card. It's not bad. That's not horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Oops. Got to use your buffs right away and see where you're at. You can always pull them back off. Lock that away in the think tank. Remember that for next time. So we need Forest. We need the lights and the Transcendence. Oh, that is a freaking perfect pull. That's what I'm mother-loving talking about. Absolutely beautimous. That's good. That is very good. I guess we don't really need this one over here. We just pop it over there to give this a little bit of a buff. Or hold up. Let's not do that. Let's give me that back. Gimme! We've already got this team pretty much lined up as a full-on forest. So let's actually do it this way. Pop that there. We don't need to convert everybody else. It won't matter. Yeah, we'll do it like this. This seems okay. The Abyss one is more or less useless. We'll attack with this. We now have 2 teams that we could buff whenever we want. Boop, bop, and bang. Dark and this is kind of anus. We'll just throw that on there to get a little bit of a buff because we're not going to need it anywhere else. Send that sucker away. Draw 3 more. What are you buffing? Well, look at that. That's fantastic news. Things that you love to see. That is one of them. Okay, we'll send you out again, I guess, and draw 3 again. Draw uno, draw dos, and draw trace. Getting a lot of the same crap to pop up here. Not really sure why, but it is the case. About 90,000 here, about 120 deep. Not a big deal. We don't really need the dark. It's not buff. It's just kind of a wasted buff card down there. So we'll just kind of leave it where it is. You will be good. Oh, he's already dead. Well, whatever. Is what it is. It wouldn't have happened any other way. We had to do it that way. Probably. Yeah, we wouldn't have got the buff cards. We would have been lower anyhow. That's fine. Stage 5, this is the first break point where you actually start getting the glorious coins. Dark and Transcendence, what an absolute decent first pull. Now, if we can only get, like, some stuff to... Wow. Wow. What a awesome 3 buffs that we just pulled in a row. I guess we'll just do it like this, and we'll do it like that. Because we don't need these for anything else, and we'll just send them. I'd like some statistical buffs. That would be huge. That would be large and enormous. This is actually not bad. We can deal with that. This is now our best team. We could also have done that over here. It doesn't really matter. I think it's pretty much the same no matter what. And we will just yeet you off because we don't need you anymore. Yoink. 3 more cards. Forest, another dark. Now this is actually a good one because we can cover up the Transcendence here and then we're good to go. 3880. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Now we need some buffs. Now I'd like some statistical damage buffs coming in. Dark, light, and Transcendence. Well, that's fantastic. That'll give us something. Love to see that. We're at around 100,000, 130,000. We're going to have to draw 3 more cards. There's really no way around it as far as I can math it. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Unless we get really lucky on these. Well, that's actually kind of not bad. Still not enough, though, right? Wait, that's not 100,000. Is my math stupid? That's like 80,000. Everyone calm down. Of course we get Forest, completely and utterly useless to us. We are so close. That's the most annoying part. I guess we just send everybody off, because we know we're going to have to draw at least one more card. There's really no way around it. And look at that, we got to draw 2 more cards. Oh, never mind, we got lucky and pulled a buffed one right off rip. That's nice. That's a handy little thing to have happen. Stage 5, done. Moving into stage 6. Let's go ahead and draw me some cardage. Light and Transcendence. Well, that's actually kind of crazy that we pulled all 3 of them suckers. That's pretty nuts. That's even nutser, somehow. That's pretty nutsack. I love to see that. We're drawing everything, because we're going to need to. Okay. How does a feller do this properly? We could obviously swap this and have 3 Transcendence. Like this. That's a pretty good team. This one's kind of, it's not bad. But it ain't the best. Yeah. We're not going to have all of one faction pretty much anywhere, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. I guess for now, we'll just stack this one, just because we might as well. And then we'll send off our crappiest team, which is, strangely, it's you, but it's mostly because you don't have buffed heroes in it. We could actually probably send this one off. I know it says a little more damage, but this one has more potential for actually gaining stats than this one does. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. Lots of the grass people just popping up here. A lot. An absolute buttload of grass people. Dark isn't buff, so swapping those around wouldn't really matter over there. A shadow, I guess we can pop a shadow on this to give it a little bit of something. 4620. Send that one back out there. We're at 110-ish thousand. Almost 120. We still need 60,000, so we got to pull all of these. For sure. Hold up. Do we? Let's not make the same mistake as before. It's 120, it's 150. Yeah, we got to go at least one more deep for sure, skis. The Dark Hero's doing nothing for me. This is very wasted. Very wasted and very useless. Hold up! It's the same thing if we swap over here. Nothing has changed. It is all the same. So we'll attack with that, send it out. I guess we'll go ahead and send this one out as well. Because we only need, be a buffed card. Actually doesn't matter. It works. We're good to go. That'll do it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Love to see it. Alright, so stage 6, complete stage 7. We're on to 45 cards. This should be an easy one to math how many it takes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need Shadows, Darks, and Transcendence. This isn't a terrible starter. We could get a single card that could make that work. This is also starting out pretty nice. What is this? Turns the other heroes' factions into the selected one's factions. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! That is amazing. We're gonna save on it for right now, just in case we get a Transcendence hero, because we can just make them all Transcendence heroes, just like this. We got 2 of them? What in the mother-loving scrote sack nuggets is that noise? I don't even know. We obviously don't need 2, so we'll make all of these guys dark, I guess. Those are 2 very powerful teams. We're going to invest, actually, in this one. The main reason being there's 2 buffs in the game. Can you look at the buff cards? Yes. These right here. Oh, never mind. I could be stupid on that. Dark Light and Transcendence are always the same. So it doesn't matter which one we buff. I was thinking it was like Forest Light and Transcendence, that these were the safest. It doesn't matter. We'll pump everything into it anyway because it's Transcendence. Although Drake is cool. Hold up. Screw it. We're already in. I'm not going any further on that. Send that sucker out. Bam, draw 4 more. Uno, dos, tres, and the Quattros. Dark Light and Transcendence. Well, you shouldn't have, and yet you did. 87,000. Tell you one of my highest damaging 4-round cards here I've got. It's 130, 140,000. We're not quite there. We'll send you out, I believe. Just go ahead and smoke on that. Pop. So we're, like I said, we need 50k more. Let's go ahead and slowly draw to make sure I don't overdraw. Pop this here. Is that enough? It's not enough. It's close. It's got to be super close, right? 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's what we wanted to see. That took us 20 cards on the nose. That's actually a little bit cheaper than I was expecting. But we did get super duper lucky on this one. I'm not even going to lie about things. That was an insane 2 pulls. The turn everyone to the same faction twice. What? Absolute what sauce? Let's roll. Bam, 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 and bam. We need... Well, that's actually not terrible. That's pretty much all buffed except for you. That's a decent starter. We can work with that for sure. kind of pulling the same thing on the other side. I really hate seeing these suckers pop up so much, though. They're not... Oh, my God. Of course, we get 3 in a row of the dookiest tier of thing. Oh, my God. Stop. Just cease and desist all garbage that you're currently doing to me. I do not like it. I appreciate it. I don't. That is some anus. That is some butt. That is some butt.anus. What's even worse is they're all the factions that I don't need. That's some straight up scrotus. That is scrot level stuff. Let's just for a moment entertain the idea. 4620. Yeah, nah, it's worse. I figured it would be. We'll just yeet you into the abyss, I guess, at the current juncture. It's all we can really do. Send you out there. That was some dookie level buff cards. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was straight up anus. This is shaping up to... Are you mother loving joking me right now? Is this some kind of sick prank? I don't want them. I simply don't want them. I just don't. Hold up, just for the sake of fun. 4880. Yeah, it still sucks absolute scrotums. It's not worth doing. Oops. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It makes not a singular bit of difference. I don't know what that was. It's crazy that's actually stronger because there's 2 factions in it rather than just 3 buffed heroes. But, I mean, are you kidding me with this crap? What in the scrody is that? I don't know, and I don't like it. Well, I think if we do know that, hold up, this won't change anything, but will this make us more powerful? No, they're not faction buffed. It won't make a difference. Pull that back out. Not that it matters at all. Get yeeted. Get absolutely yeeted. Let's get some actually decent cards this time to buff my team. There we go. That's something. That's something. We're not even close to finishing this one out, though, because we have got an absolute dookie on our buffs. Straight dookie tier, consistently and constantly. And I'm telling you, like, I don't know. That's just bad. That's bad. This is so far our best, so we'll have to buff this one for now. And I guess we just do this, make this slightly stronger, and send this one out as well. 46,000. Get yeeted. We're only at like 90k, and we need a lot more. There we go. That's mother loving something, isn't it? That's something. Let's cancel all the usage on this. Let us turn everyone here into light heroes. That will be nice. Let us then buff those light heroes. It's still not a huge improvement, but it is something. It makes me feel better about dropping these guys, for sure. Actually, this might be stronger as well, right? By 100. By 100. I guess... 124,000, we're just not there. We're just simply not there. We've got to do everything, and we killed it. Well, wouldn't you know? We'll put that on there just because. We didn't need it. We got there without it, but that's fine. We actually managed at 24 cards for stage 8. Not bad. Now we're on stage 9. Big Daddy Snake Boss. That took us 24. He's got a little bit more HP. This will be for stage 9. So if we need 25 cards per stage, that's 25, 50, 75. We could do it with 5,000 contract starry gems, potentially. Potentially. Not guaranteed, but potentially. So we will start out with purchasing a singular one of these bad boys, just like so. Yep. That'll give us 40 more cards. We'll take these cards and we will do things with them. Boop. Let's draw. 41 cards on the rip here. What are we looking for at the end to stay on track? What would that be, like 16? No, wait, what? 16? 16. That's actually correct. Math. Hey there. Oh my God. What the freaking scrote nuggies is that noise? That is insane. What a flip. They're making up for lost time. Screwing us over so hard last time. Like, listen, we're giving them a 4 flip of all the good stuff. We actually got kind of a decent run here. Is this better? 45, 36? No, it's not. I didn't figure it would be, but I had my suspicions. This will be better for sure if we do it that way. Neither of these are going to be better than this. This is the Grand Pappy. Dark Light and Transcendence. I don't want to use them on either of these. I'll save on those. In fact, we could probably just rip both of these out and send them down the battle. 1, 2, 3, and far. This is kind of ball sack again. But we can do it this way, and we'll be kind of pulling the same stuff again. Dark Light and Transcendence, huh? Not what we're getting. Not really what we're getting, but that's okay. We'll send you out. Pull another 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. This is, again, not really what we're looking for at all. This has been useless to me for the entirety of the time. I could use this here, but it's not going to do anything. It's actually going to keep the damage lower. I really just wanted some buffs for this team. We're at 140,000. We'll send you down the road. We'll draw 4 more. Oh, hold up. Pop this sucker in before we do anything else. 78,000 plus 45,000 is like 120, 130, 140. We need to draw 2 more cards for sure, it seems like. Or do we? Did that do anything? It doesn't seem like it did. Wait, hold up. Is that enough? Are we there yet? No, I don't think that made any difference at all. How close are we, though? We got to be close. It's 110 plus 47. Oh, God, it's so close. It's so close. Doesn't really matter, though. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just going to have to be a draw 1 more situation. Of course, we draw, like, the best cards ever at the end, but that's fine. We already had this one. We can't really be upset about that. That was a pretty solid open. Really wish we could have got more buffs for it. That would have been cool, but is what it is. Just the way it's going to have to be. Stage 9 goes down. We got 17 cards. We're obviously not going to be able to do this in 17 cards, but we can run what we got. It'll be a full bar plus another 4. Transcendence, we got 1. And we got a forest. So we got something to kind of work with here, but nothing great. Are we going to get another 4 pull of Cthulhu's? Like, that's insane. No way. This is something. This is absolutely something. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. So a 2-2 faction is better than a 3. Is there an info button on this? Yeah, it's 10. For having 2/2 is actually 10% power. Well, you learn something new every day. You learn something new every singular day of your life. Shadow, Abyss, and Dark. Nothing that's buffed. I guess we'll just throw that here because it does make some sense to do so. I mean, this would obviously be better than that. Which means, actually, hold up. I don't think that actually makes a difference, does it? Overall, in the total pointage achieved, I don't believe it is. Sadly, this is our best team right now. I'm keeping on it, because I can throw this and make 3 Transcendent Heroes, but we have an off faction of Dark. We're going to send you out first, and we're just going to draw 4 more and see what we come up with. Cthulhunator, Lightinator, and Cthulhunator. Good lord, the Cthulhas are coming in hot and heavy on us, like absolutely insane, which is not what I want. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. I don't want it. I don't. I guess we could do this. That doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. Again, we could go 3 lights here, and we're still going to be 1 off on this side. They're both kind of the same issue. We have, like, the same issue on both fronts. We are assaulted by the issue of sameness. I mean, it doesn't really matter how we do that either. Doesn't make a difference. Makes none differences. I really wish, like, you would have been here. That would have been cool. That'd have been nice. That'd have been real cool and really nice. Nice and cool, as they say in the business, is what that would have been. But alas, it is not what it is. So we will send, I guess we'll send you out. We'll just yeet you into the nether. We got 1 card, which is not going to get us anything special. So it's time to get more cards. We're at stage 10. So here's my thoughts. There's no way in balls that we're doing this in just 1 of these. I think the value stays the same, right? Yeah, it stays the same no matter how many you buy. So potentially what we do is we buy at 1250. Because we're going to need... How many cards are we in on this one? We're like 17 cards deep. We could buy at 12. Beat this one and then go with like 24. I don't know. Let's just buy 20 now and we'll chase it down later. I don't think we need 40. That's what I'm getting at. I don't think we need 40 more cards. And if I can save a few contract stories here, I'm gonna. I don't want to overspend when I don't have to. A Transcendence on the edge. This is large. Oh, this is very large. This is what I wanted to see. That's going to give us our... Wow, that's actually not that much better than you. Oh, he has a buff on him. That's why. But this will buff all of those as well, and that's pretty freaking good. Can't lie, won't lie. Because of how this is set up now, I think this is the better play to get a little bit more stats out of it. Let's go ahead and send you down the road. Boop. We can obviously send this one down the road as well, but I'm going to save it in case we get like another Abyss, Dark, and Shadow buff. I can use it on this team. Go ahead and pull 4 more cards. Ooh, hold up. Let's take our time. Let's not be crazy. 65, that's 110,000. We are definitely going to need more cards. There's a light. We have to draw something else regardless, I believe. There's no way that we can make this work without another card. Is it enough? It doesn't seem to be enough, but it could be enough. How close are we? That's 110, 150. Nah, it's not going to be enough. A little bit unfortunate, but that's just the way that it goes. So we'll send those out. We can send everybody down the road, I guess, at this point, because it's not gonna really matter. We need one more card. Oh, be a buffed card. You suck. You suck the balls. You suck the scrotum and the balls. But that's fine. No biggie. It's all good. Send these away. We're at 11 cards for stage 11. This was the Big Daddy goal that we set beforehand. We've only gone in, what, 2,500 and 1,250. We're 3,750 CSGs deep. How do I want to do it? We got 11. 11's not going to cut it. It's going to absolutely need to be at least 20 plus. Here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts. My thoughts are here. We grab a 12 ski. Right? That's going to put us up 2,000, 4,500 spent. That'll give us 23 cards. If things shake out fantastically, that will be good. And that's about as cheap as we're going to get it. Because no matter what, we may have to buy another 250 down here. We'll see. Let's just grab this out, because I feel like that is what we're going to have to do. Boop. 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 Can we do it in 23? Doubtful. It's not a multiple of 3, so we won't get a buff on that last card. A little bit annoying. We need Dark and Transcendence. Not great. Only having 2 buffs that can be buffed is going to make this a little bit tougher than normal. We also get 15 cards per pull now. That could actually kind of work out in our favor. Go ahead and draw all of them. We're going to need all of them. We're going to need everything. Everything needs to be gotten. Wow, that is interesting. So we do have a Swapperoonie Dooney. The downside is it touches Dark on this side, but not this side. So I feel like this is definitely our strongest insta-go. That's 62,000 power. It's not bad. I think we lean into this one for now. What is this? Shadow, Abyss, and Dark. Well, son of a scrote, that's not really going to help us much. The Faction Restrained, that's going to be pretty good. Dang, this is a pretty beefy team already. 88,000, things you love to see. These are both pretty similar right now. Nothing really buffed. I guess we could just drop you in here, because we might as well. This isn't really going to help us much at the current juncture. I know this has 2 buffed heroes and this has none buffed heroes, so we could probably just send this one. We could wait till we get a... We're probably going to get a Dookie tier thing. And if we get like a Dark or something, this is going to be great. If we get a Transcendent Swapperdoodle, that would also be great. This one's just kind of in a funky position. So I think funky position, we send funky position down the road, and we draw 5 more cards. Uno, Dos, and Trace. That's 18 deep. We got a Shadow buff. Not really what we want at all. A Transcendence and a Dark split. Of course... It doesn't really necessarily matter because they're going to be the same as this side is anyhow. We need more cards. We need many more. We're 180,000 at 260. We need more. We need more cards for sure. What are we at right now? Well, we'll get another buff no matter what, right? Every 3 cards you get a buff. I think it's crazy. I'm going to send you away. I don't think, because this is Shadow, Abyss, and Dark. It doesn't really help us here. It would do one thing here. It would do one thing there. I mean, we could pop it there. It's not going to be a big deal. I think we just send you away. We'll just send you away, and we'll draw the 1. We got a 15% power buff. I'd love to see that. Pop that in. 98,000. Son of a mother's lover. 150k. We're not quite there yet. We're one card short of an extra buff. We're at 170,000. We need 40,000 more points. I think for sure, skis, we already know what's going to happen here. We go over here, we Starry Gem this sucker up, and we grab 4 cards. And that's it. That's all that a feller needs. I don't think there's any way that we possibly screw this up, but every time I say that, I screw it up. So let's not repeat that. But I think we're good for sure. This should be fine. Yeah, 100, we got it. We got 2 cards to spare. We'll take it, send you down the road, send you down the road, and send you down the road. Bang, stage 11 cleared. That's all we wanted. We've gotten now 25 of these bad boys, a B- stone to use on whomever we choose. We could go stage 13. We're not gonna. We're gonna save on some contract starries because we have a lot of events coming up relatively soon. I don't want to blow all these. We got 14,000. I understand. We got a few. I like to save those for other events. It makes sense to do such a thing. Let us claim all of this noise out. A 9-star, some scrollage, some coins, Cloud Island business, some all kinds of stuff. Stuff and things have been gathered, and that makes me happy. Okay, with this information available to us, I guess we do have the awakening privilege still going on. Not that it really matters, but I'm thinking we got a C+. The thing that's about this guy is he's actually pretty good. He's already got a B- in attack. This is a B- stone, so it will make him stronger overall, most likely. It makes sense to me to go with the Wukong buff on a B- stone. We're also going to get a B stone, though. So I think maybe B-9, B-. I would run it on her. She's got a B- in health, a pretty low roll. We could run a B. Let's just not, we'll save on it. We'll say there's no need to spend it right now. I don't know why I'm looking over here. There's no need to spend that right away. We can spend on it any time, and it'll be fine. It'll be good. We don't have to use it now. 3.5 million stellars, 776,000 crystals. Like we said, we need 6.6 million. So we need like 3.1 million of these. 2.5 million gets us to 6 million. And then we could do 2.5 million of these to get us to 3 million. And then we've got 52 cores that we might get lucky on spheres. We might also not get lucky on spheres. There's really no way to know until you have once done it. Anything special pop up over here? We got these. These are nice. I mean, extra stuff to upgrade our houses. Never a bad thing. Never a bad thing at all. We've got 19 of these bad boys. We can snag out a little bit of stuff, but nothing special. Let's go take a peek at our glorious treasury. Let's peek at this. So I'm thinking for right now, Z's, I'm going to purchase 2 of these and 2 of these. That's my plan. Yep. And yeah, now I know some people out there like, no, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You got to always spend more on the stellar than the crystals. I understand the basic gist of like you want a lot of stellar versus transcension material because you have to use a lot of stellar to upgrade your heroes. I get it. But listen, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. If I had all the stellar, I had 20 billion stellar right now and I couldn't transcend my dudes. Sure, could I make a bunch of V4s? I guess. But I need to transcend my heroes to be useful in the Void campaign anyway. So I think they're pretty evenly balanced in being important. Since we want to make a transcended hero next, a Wukong, we need these. We can't just be like, oh, we'll stack up on stellar every chance we get, and then we're sitting at 400,000 crystals for the next 7 years. Like, no, you've got to balance how many of these you pick up versus you don't. So I'm grabbing 2 and 2. I think it's a wise and astute decision. For the core, or this, we could go for cores and try to pick up some extra coreage. I'm not going to worry about the old coreage right now. Crap. Is it passive 3 I want or passive 2 for the old Wukinator? Let's take a peek, see, because I already forgot, and that's the kind of person that I am, very forgetful. Is it this one we want? No, it's this one. We do want passive 2. Passive 2 is important. Active, passive 1, passive 2. This one's the one we want to max out and sublime as fast as possible. This is where we're going to get the vast majority of our stun chance. 80% chance to stun is great. The extra buff here is nice. This is never a bad deal, either a little self-sustain built in, but then of course we also get the 2-round stun. And I feel like that's what I mainly want him for right now. Later on, we can upgrade like the active skill to be a little bit stronger, more all damage dealt and stuff like that. Reducing damage reduction and armor on frontline enemies, never a bad thing as well. And then of course, this is nasty. 2,000% damage on the highest attack enemy. ignoring all their armor, damage reduction, all their block, dodge. That's crazy. His active skill is kind of nuts. Outside of that, what do I want to do? Is it worth buffing these? This reduces target attack. It's not bad. This isn't bad either. A chance to inflict fragile when you chase. That could be pretty good. Honestly, this could be pretty nasty too. I know a lot of people say, like, don't worry about your passive one until you start doing, like, Destiny Transition, because it scales on your basic attack, and basic attack is where this primarily comes into focus. But sometimes it seems like they're worth doing anyways. On this one, probably not. The damage reduction is great. The sublimations probably aren't that bad. A 3-round reduction to damage reduction isn't bad. The Immortal Soul giving you a boosted attack on your team for a little longer is nice. And precision. I mean, yeah, I would say my order of operations here is going to be Sublime, passive 2 first. And then I'm torn between either the first and the second. Better damage, obviously, coming from here. Well, maybe not. That fragile effect is pretty nasty at 30% of their max HP. We might just pick up, like, the first and worry about subliming next. Get this picked up first and then sublime it last. Yeah, I would say this one's the first one I want to make sure I get, because that's going to help me the most in crowd controlling. So that's going to be kind of my goal. So with that said, we need passive 2 stuff. Let's grab the passive 2 stuff. Wrong stuff. Wrong stuff. Right stuff. Passive 1, passive dose. This is passive 2. We're going to purchase that. That's good. That's a good start. It's a great way to start. I love seeing that. That's the beginning of great things. Starlight Melody, we've got some stuff and things to grab. How close are we on points? We're at 980 something. If we get to 1,000, we only get one more of each of these. Is that really worth it? We're not getting to 1,500. That certainly ain't happening. How close are we again? Let's math it out properly. We're at 980 something. $981. We need 19 points. Be 3 Awakens. Let's not be stingy and stupid. 3 Awakens seems like that's easy enough to come across. We could do that. Who are we going to do it on? Wait, I have chests. I have chesticles. Oh, we only have 2 of these chesticles? You son of a mother's lover. Do we go after Aspens? Does it matter? That's the secondary question you must ask yourself. Does it matter? We could also grab out some Sun Wukongs and try to awaken our own Sun Wukong. But we got a B-Stone we're guaranteed to roll on this guy. But I don't think that's necessarily that big a deal. Screw it. We're just going to grab out you guys. I understand. But if I can get an A-tier Aspen, that would be pretty cool. I would be okay with that. I know we got to do 3 of these, but we're going to do 2 and see if I can get a chest. Where are you at? There you go. Summon these bad boys out. Because if I get a chest for another Aspen, I can just awaken another Aspen, and that'll be all good and dandy. Where are you at, bud? Wait, hold up. Quick awaken. This is so much faster and so much gooder. It is so much gooder. Wait, hold up. Yeah, I don't want to... We're not going to skip the cutscene. We're going to see what we get. We're going to look with our eyes. Our eyes are going to witness what takes place. 200 of these? I guess. I guess we'll do it. We're doing it. Oh, we got a pinkish C, right? Oh, we got a C tier Aspen. That's not bad. A flat C with armor break. Okie doke. And a D minus. That's actually pretty decent. That's a pretty decent couple runs there. I'll take that. Is that going to be enough to get us a chesticle? We got an achievement. Well, look at that. 50 of those suckers just coming right back home. Things you love to see. And it looks like we actually did get our 3rd chest. I'm telling you what, sometimes the plans that I lay, they work. Despite my best efforts to make them not work, they work anyway. And that's great. Okay. Where you at, bud? Eeny, meeny, miny, there you are. And this should get us all of the extra. I could have just claimed out all of my chests and had it anyway, but listen. Did we have to do everything we just did? No. No, we didn't. We didn't and we don't. We'll awaken this guy real fast. No, we're not skipping things. This will be 100% an E-tier hero. There's no way it's not. Might be a D minus. E plus. We'll take it. That works. Okay, just bang the crap out of my table with that freaking thing. La 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 la. All good. So, we've done that. That is now finito and finished. That is great. The event now should have us at... Wrong one. Wrong one. Perfect. 10 of these, 1,000 points. We've done it. Now, could I push for 500 more? No. I could. I'm not gonna. There's options. I know this is like if I hadn't blown my idle hero spending money buying the Dragon Boat Festival and then of course the 20,000 starry gems, we would probably have purchased this for absolutely sure and then gone way harder on this event because I kind of shot my load a little early in the month. Yeah. We can't do that. So we're going to have to wait on that sucker for nowsies. But let's go ahead and grab out all of this jazz. Bam. You know what? That's not bad. 270,000 more stellar. I'll take it. We don't really need the spiritual essence, but all these... I mean, honestly, we've got so many of these chests. I don't even know what to do with all these chests. Other than open them eventually during an awakening event and I guess just go awakening ham. Start ham awakens. But that's not bad. I'll take it. I think today went relatively well. We got most of the stuff that I wanted to do done. Oh, hold up. Don't let me forget this. I would totally forget. Let's see how much damage we can do, bro. Dark Light and Transcended. Wow. Did not get a great spread of things here, I guess. We got Dark, we got a Light, we got a Transcended. We got 2 of these. Dark. Actually, this isn't too bad. We can make this work. Dark. I said dark. Perfect. I said light hero. Beautiful. And then we've got, that's it. That's pretty much it. We can throw you over here, I guess. Give you a bit of a faction buff. Not a big one, but it's something. This is going to buff Shadow and Darks. Obviously, that is where you're going to go. This is going to buff Light, Dark, and Transcendence. That is obviously where you're going to go. This gives us 30% of the power. That is where you're going to go. This gives us 15% of the power. That is where you're going to go. This gives us 15% more of the power. That is where you're going to go. And that is good. That's a pretty dang good damage. Let's do it. Bang! Bang! Record high, 224,000 damage. Can we see our rankings? Are we on the leaderboard? My guess is not even close. Holy ballsack. Not really close at all. Scroll, 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 scroll. Scroll, 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 scroll. Scroll, 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 scroll. Ah, about halfway there. Little under. Listen here, Swine Master, next time you're mine. But yeah, that's not great. That's these people going crazy. Now, we only did stage 11. I understand. That's crazy to think we'd be top 100 with that. But that's the best we've ever done. That's our personal best. And I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. So I'm happy. I'm happy with today. We've got many things done. We're a little bit shorter on our contract stars, under 13,000. But we still got a lot of these suckers to convert over. We're looking good there. Did I get stuff here? I did get this. I have this. 45,000 more. We're going for a passive 2-ski on that. Open. That's great. That's good. Look at all these freaking chests, bro. I need to open them, but I can't. My body won't let me open the chest. I have 18 of these things. But essentially, one day, we're going to go crazy hard on an Awaken event, and I'm going to have the chesticles just laid out, and I'm going to be able to awaken things like you've never seen before. It's going to be a beautiful time, a glorious day in the Idle Heroes realm, but for nowsies, it is not that day. We're just going to hold tight. 6.3 million stellar, that's not bad. We're only about 300k short of what we need to tree 5 our Wukong, and we're at 3.3 million stellars, only 1.8 million necessary to get that done. Dropping 52 cores, we're 48 minutes deep. It seems like it might be wasteful to drop 52 cores. We'll let this be the decider of things. Actually, we're pretty freaking close. Do I have any crappy heroes I can get rid of? Not really. Nah, we got one 2-star hero. I guess I could have just clicked on the freaking button. That would have made sense. You know what? What the scrote nuggies? Let's do it. Let's not be wusses. Let's go insane. Okay, we're going to play in Fate because that's how we roll. That is just the way that we do be doing it. Who do we need? Sylvie's not in here yet. We've got a fair amount of Betties. Is there any other hero that we might want to build in the other factions? Let's take a peek, see. Nothing's jumping off the page. Nothing's jumping. Maybe not really. Maybe, but not really. I think we're pretty much good on everybody. We could go with the Freya. We'll just leave Betty on there. Elena is fine. Although we could go with the old Wukinator. It doesn't matter. We've got infinite numbers of both. But that would give us some copies to awaken if we wanted to. Think about it. Use your brain. Think about it. Screw it. Screw it. It's Wukong time. Let's do it. Let's start ripping these off like a band-aid for no real reason other than I want to. Bam, 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 bam. www dot. Nothing that we needed, but that's okay. Other than the crystals. We do need the crystals. 10 more. Let's do it. Beep, bop, 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 boop. Bam. A sphere. That's what I'm looking for. Lots of spheres. Sphere me. I need more. I need more spheres. That's what I'm talking about. 3 spheres. That's enough for 45. We had 52, so we're already on pace for what we would normally get in the guidance section, and I mostly want the spheres. So that's good. 10 more. Bam, 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 bam. Can we get more spheres? No. But we still yet might. We still yet... Oh, my hero list is full. Unbelievable. Not by much. Do I have any bag space gems? I think I stopped making them. I got 1. I ain't doing that. We're not going to have 596 space. Oh, we have 600. We're good. 3.2% chance I'm going to need you to jump out. 7% chance I'm going to need one of you guys to stop hiding. A sphere. That's 4. 4 and 50. That's good. Still shocking. We have not seen a singular... Boop, bop, 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 boop. Do 1. Got a Kargath. Glorious Kargath. Love to see Kargath. Boop, bop, 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 boop. And who do we get here? A Transcending Sphere. Well, what the scrote nuggies? That's awesome. I can't believe we didn't get either of the heroes that we had up here. That's kind of insane. An 8% chance to grab this lady, and we didn't grab her. That's nuts. 3.7 million of these bad boys, though. And we've got 5 sphericals. Oh, man. I'm going to have to look at my infographic real quick, like, boop. 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 Wait. We need 6.43 million. Well, that's perfect. 1 sphere into this is enough. Bam. That's 6.61 million. We're good. 4 of these will give us 1 million more. We're close. We're within 275,000 crystals of making it. Of being there, of being done, of making a transcended Kong de la Wu. That's going to be a crazy day. My brain is on overdrive thinking of how we can get there because we're so close. It's tantalizing me. I don't like being tantalized. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough at all. But those needed to be used up anyway. They were bothering me. Right? They're in my inventory. Get out of here. Get out of here. That star spawn business. Nothing else in this area place jumps out at me as this will get you what you need. Because it doesn't. I know someone's looking at these. It's not what we need. We don't need that. What can we do? We could go into the Void Ark shop and start purchasing. We're only 828,000 of these suckers, though. And you need, like, more than that. That would get us some more cores, though. How many of this would we get? 10,000, 25,000, 45,000, 75,000, 115,000. Not enough. Not even close to enough, but the cores. If we went cores first, right, every core that you summon gives you 8,000 crystals. Let's do it. Let's just start. I've never bought anything here. Let's just start buying some stuff. I'll buy these. I'll definitely buy these, because why not? I'm not going to buy an egg. I don't really care about the egg too much. I'm not going to lie to you. The eggs feel kind of dookie. We'll grab all 20 of them bad boys for $75,000. This opens at, what, 147,000 more spent? We're going to have to buy something, aren't we? Boing. How much more? 32,000 more. Son of a scrote sack. That's not even going to be enough, is it? No, wait, it is. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, no, it's not. Only 12,500. Son of a scrote sack. That's fine. We can skip some stuff if we buy some other things. Just buy the egg. Buy the egg. Egg has been purchased. That unlocks stage 2. We only need to spend 77,000 here. That's great. I don't really care about super wishing coins, so I'm just going to buy all of these. Purchase. Buy all of these. Purchase. We're close. We only need to spend 40,000 more. We could buy another egg. Egg me. Egg me up. Let's get egged. Orbs seem like not a bad idea, but is that going to be enough? How much do we got to spend to open this one? 123,000. I think we can do that. I think that is a doable thing. Purchase. Purchase all these as well. Purchase. Shop 4 is open. Let's go ahead and buy all these. 4 of them has been opened. How much do we need? 68,000. That's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. We can do this. Purchase. Purchase. Beautiful. Absolutely. Son of a ballsack. We can only get 3. I'm angry at myself. But it's fine. We can buy the rest of these. And we have 400 hours to get more. But what can we do with what we just got? Hold up. I think we're still full on space. Yeah, we are. Can we make a... We can't make any 5 stars. That's going to be annoying. I'm annoyed. My annoyed levels have reached new levels. They were slightly annoyed earlier. They're much higher now. I guess we could like 6-star a Betty. That would use up some space. How many of these do we have? We have like what? Like 9 cores? 7. We only need 7 space. That's easy to get. That's an easy number to reach. Oh, we're so mother-loving close. We're so mother-loving close. The closest of our mother-lovingness cannot be overstated. We can easily make some 6 stars in the Abyssal faction. Right? Where's our Norma? You're my food of choice. I don't know why, I just always choose you. That gives us 6 more space. We already had 2. Does that give us 8 space? It gives us 7. Math is hard because you don't get rid of a hero. Good news, we only need 7 space. Let's do it. I know we've got a problem. We're going all in, but I'm going all in. I don't need you, my friend. I simply do not. 7,600? That's okay. We'll let you off the hook this time. Betty, well, wouldn't you know it? That's what I'm talking about. Nice. 7,095. So it seems to be a random floating number. I just need a sphere. One singular sphere and my day changes. It changes to be a glorious day. I'll take that. I'll take that, sure. Got 3 left to go. Sphere me. Sigmund, you're not who I want. Hold up. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, it refreshes when you swap it. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't sitting at like 14 out of 15 and didn't do it yet. That would be stupid on my part. Let's do this again. Boop, bop, bop, boop. Come on, last one, you just gotta be a sphere. It's all you gotta be is a sphere of transcendence. You hate me, and it's okay. I will forgive you. We have more opportunities. We're only 100,000 away now, though. Only 100,000. That's not too far. That is not too far. That is achievable within the next couple of days. So we are ready-ish. We're on the precipice of 159,000. Only, what, 21,000 more of this? And that would sublime passive too. This could be a day. Well, this already was a day, but tomorrow could even be another day. You know, it will be a day, for sure. 16,000? What the heck are we even doing with all that crap? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even understand. I'm just looking at things and I'm praying that something jumps out at me as like, what the heck? Why do we have so many of those? I don't know. But we do. We do be having them. There's nothing else we can do. Let it go. Let it rest. Relax. You've done what you can do. This is me talking to me, not talking to you. You've done all you can. Also, by the way, fun little fact. I actually killed some of the Ethereal Realm people. Woohoo! It took forever, but I learned that you can revive your dudes when they die 6 times. So I just kept reviving my queen and my Aspen, punched them in the face. We've been getting some polymerescence. We can upgrade some buildings. It's an insane day. New tech has popped up for us. It's crazy. Butt cheeks. We got to let it go for today. We got to stop. Cease and desist. But I'm happy. I'm pretty happy. We're pretty close to snagging out a couple more cores over here. That'll be great. Where else do we get crystals of transcendence from? The void vortex. No, we don't get it from the void vortex, do we? Or do we? Wrong button. Wrong right button. We do, but it's not much at all. It is not a lot. We might have to push some void vortex. I think we're in Vanquisher. Next time that shows around, shoot right up there. Nothing else. Oh, these can, I think, as well. Are we doing anything over here? We have 231 juice and we're not juicing? That's ridiculous. We will juice later. 100%. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I got a problem. But I'm pretty happy with the progress. I didn't expect to get this close to what we needed. I thought we were gonna be very short in some areas. I'm very happy that we are not. Absolutely, we're having a Tree 5 Wukong by the end of next week. It's gonna happen. There's no way it doesn't. If it doesn't, then I lied to you and I am sorry. But I'm pretty sure it will absolutely take place, and that's gonna be a great day. With that said, before we go, gotta thank all the members on the channel, because without them, none of this would be possible. So our tippy top greatest Rathican tier, we have Shaheen, Trippy, White Crow, and Afghan Goo 420. Our great Rathicans, Lotto Delizzi, Bellendane, FMK Watt, Sir Rascal, and Wet Blades. Our Rathican tier, JMB, Zanelli, Electric Leaf, Lost Emotions, Kai Churg, Cosmic Flow, Felix F, Gun Lampoon, Popa Armando, and boosts. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means the world to me. It allows me to do a lot of fun stuff like this. Our account would be nowhere near where it is right now without you guys' help. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you guys so much. With that said, though, that is gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button to show your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.